Hello, dear English learner. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I want to talk to you about something that could change everything. Something that can open doors, build confidence, and transform the way you connect with the world. We've been talking about fluency, not just understanding English, but speaking it, living it, feeling it, not hesitating, not translating, not feeling nervous every time you open your mouth, but being able to speak English freely, naturally, confidently, like it's in part of you. If you ever felt stuck, if you ever had the words in your mind, but not on your tongue, if you ever thought, but I understand English, but I just can't speak it, then this video is for you. Because I've been there. I know what that frustration feels like, and I also know it's impossible to break through. You can speak fluently, you can feel confident, you can connect, and in today's episode, I would show you exactly how. So sit back, relax, imagine we were sitting in a quiet cafe. Just two friends talking about your journey. No pressure, no judgment. Just honest, simple, powerful steps to help you finally speak English with confidence. Are you ready? Let me begin. Even when you work hard to improve your English, you might still feel stuck. You are listening, reading, even practicing. But your fluency isn't improving as fast as you hoped. Why does this happen? Often, it's not because you're doing too little, it's because you're doing the wrong things without knowing it. Why today we will talk about the most common mistakes English learners make and how to fix them. These silent habits may be slowing your progress. The first mistake is focusing too much on grammar. Many learners believe they need to master grammar before speaking, so they study textbooks, analyze tenses, and try to build perfect sentences in their head. But in real life, this slows everything down. Instead of speaking naturally, they hesitate, correct themselves, and lose confidence. The truth is, native speakers don't think about grammar while speaking. They just speak, and you should do the same. To fix this, start focusing on communication, not perfection. Use simple grammar patterns you already know. Speak often, and allow yourself to make small mistakes over time. Your grammar will improve naturally through listening and real conversation, not just through rules. The second mistake is translating in your head. This is very common, especially if you were taught English through word-for-word translation. But this creates a delay. You hear something, translate it into your native language, think of your response, then try to translate it back. By the time you're ready to speak, the moment has passed and the conversation moves on without you. The solution is to begin thinking in English. Start with small daily thoughts. But I'm hungry, but it and a nice day. Now I need to study. Use an English dictionary, label things in your room, and speak out loud. The more you practice this, the more automatic it becomes. Your brain needs training, and thinking in English is the best exercise. Another mistake is trying to learn too many words at once. Many learners create long vocabulary lists. They memorize words but never use them. And when it's time to speak, they can't remember a thing. Because vocabulary only sticks when it's meaningful. So learn fewer words but use them more often. Focus on phrases, not single words, instead of memorizing but a point. Malernbun. I have a Dr. Ray appointment tomorrow. What's the words in your own sentences? Say them out loud. Make them part of your real conversations. That's how you build a working vocabulary. One more thing that holds many learners back: fear of making mistakes. They hesitate to speak because they worry about sounding foolish or being corrected. But this fear builds a wall between you and fluency. Let them break that wall. Mistakes are not failure. They're feedback. They show you learning, trying, growing. Every fluent speaker has made thousands of mistakes along the way. The key is to speak anyway. Speak when you're not sure, speak when you stumble, speak when your grammar isn't perfect, and then learn from the experience. That's how confidence is built. Not by waiting for perfection, but by embracing imperfection. Finally, many learners neglect listening. They focus on speaking or reading, but they don't listen enough, and that's a big problem. Listening is what trains your ear, your rhythm, your pronunciation. If you want to speak fluently, you must listen regularly. Listen to English every day. Podcasts, movies, conversations, audiobooks. Let the rhythm of the language sink into your brain, mimic what you hear, shadow the speakers. Let English music be the soundtrack to your learning. Now let's talk about staying consistent and motivated. Because fluency isn't built in one day or one week. It's built over time, step by step, word by word, moment by moment. First, be consistent. This is the most powerful habit of all. Practicing for 15 minutes every day is more effective than studying for 2 hours once a week. Your brain loves repetition and routine, so choose a time, morning, evening, lunch break, and make English a daily part of your life. It doesn't need to be perfect, just consistent. Second, surround yourself with English. If you want to think in English, you have to hear it, see it, and live in it. Change your phone and language settings. Follow English-speaking YouTubers. Listen to music, dubbed, and audiobooks. Watch movies with subtitles, or pen without them. Let English become part of your world. It is not just a subject, it's a language, and language needs to live. Third, speak to real people. This is scary for many learners, but isn't also the fastest way to grow. Find a conversation group online. Use a language exchange app. Join a Facebook group for learners. Talk to a tutor once a week. You don't need a native speaker, and you just need someone to talk to. And if you have no one, talk to yourself. It works. Fourth, celebrate small wins. Fluency is a long journey, and it's easy to feel like you are not improving. But every step matters. You understood a podcast without pausing. That's a win. You spoke for 3 minutes without freezing. Another win. You remembered a phrase in conversation. That progress. Write your wins down. See how far you will come. Fifth, make it fun. If English feels like a chore, you want to stay consistent, so choose topics you love. Watch your favorite shows in English. Read about hobbies you enjoy. Use learning games. Speak with people who make you laugh. It's the more joy you connect to English, the faster it becomes part of you. And herein, one final reminder. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at a different speed. Some people speak fast, others slow. Some remember grammar rules, others struggle. That's okay. This is your journey. Focus on progress, not perfection. You don't need to be the best, you just need to keep going. Now, before we finish, I want to leave you with something important. Something deeper than tips or techniques. I want to remind you why you started learning English in the first place. Maybe because you want a better job, or because you dream of studying abroad. Maybe to connect with people, travel freely, or understand your favorite music and movies. Or maybe because deep down, you believe in yourself and you should, because learning a new language isn't too easy. It takes courage, it takes time, and most of all, it takes belief. There will be days when you feel tired, when you feel like giving up, when you think, I'm not improving, this is too hard. As normal. Every learner feels that. Even native speakers doubt themselves sometimes. The difference is, fluent people don't stop. They keep going even when it's slow, even when it's messy. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to show up. You need to practice, to listen, to speak, even when it feels uncomfortable. That's how fluency grows, not in big leaps, but in quiet, steady steps. So next time you feel like quitting, do this. Pause. Take a deep breath. And remind yourself of how far you will come. You are not where you started. You are moving forward, even when it does feel like it. And if no one told you today, you're doing great, you are showing up, you are trying, you are learning, that matters. Fluency isn't just about speaking English. It isn't about being brave. It is about learning to express yourself in a new voice. And that voice is already inside you. All you have to do is keep letting it out, so keep practicing. Keep smiling. Keep believing. And one day soon you will wake up and realize you are speaking English fluently. And it feels natural and free and beautiful. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'm proud of you. Keep going. You are closer than you think.